Recording. Right, there we go. Started recording. Okay, so good evening to Ralph Aliash, Paul Trilk, Ring Visser, Stephen Moon, Martin Meadows, Martin Overweg, Gordon Sloan, Niall Simpson, Tor, Gordon Sloan. Let's see, he's trying to steal the limelight as always. Puts his name in there twice. Darren Hunter, Martin Overweg. Did I say you? Yeah, I think I did. Olaf Bonks joined. Great stuff. Yep, Stephen confirming he hears me. Thank you, Stephen. And you can see me. Mr. Joel Walker's here. Good to see you, man. Kev Stevens here. Hi. Right, let's quickly catch up with some messages in this 2 minutes. From Paul Trill, evening and go for under the hour tonight. I will know within the first few minutes whether that's going to be achievable. I've not been feeling particularly great this afternoon. Kind of, how do I delicately put this? Tummy troubles. Remember what Snorefoli used to always jump off the bike for? Just think along those lines. So that will determine whether I can even attempt to go for the hour. Not to mention the fact I'd have to average 3.2 watts per kilogram. But I'll try. Good evening, Rink. Stephen Moon, it's not a race. Oh wait, it is. Yeah, I saw that one. You know it is. Evening, Mr. Martin Overweg. Evening, Mr. Sloan. Ralph Aliash confirming it is a race. Mountain bike race tonight. Yeah, that was an interesting one. I didn't read the post properly that somebody had put in the group regarding it being all mountain bikes. So when I logged in, I had a bit of a fright when I was defaulted to a bright purple mountain bike. Luckily, I've managed to change, and it looks like most people have changed. So we're not going all mountain bikes up the mountain tonight. Thank God. Oh, Ring Vista is on a mountain bike. You staying on that mountain bike, Rick? You're mad. Martin Overweg's on the couch with his feet up. That's going to be about as fast as the mountain bike, I should imagine. Alright, hang on, let me concentrate just on spinning my legs because we're 35 seconds away from starting. Ah, thank you. Mrs. Marcus Neal is very excited because she's got a fancy dress costume for work on Thursday, and it involved some extra, I think it was like 6 times extra large Y-fronts, and it's got her all excited, and that's what she just threw on my head, so apologies for that. Don't worry, she's going out in a minute. Right, here you go. I will carry on with the chat in a second, but first we are go, go, go. Have a good race, everyone. Nice slow start, that's what I like to see. Oh, a bit laggy again. Come on. Very laggy again. Hopefully it'll improve as everyone spreads out a bit. I'm not planning on charging through this part of it anyway. I'm saving everything I have for the uppy bits, so I'll get back to the messages. Where was I? Bye, darling. See you in a bit. Oh yeah, Martin Overweg's on the couch. Stephen Moon, Orange make mountain bikes, don't they? Yeah. They have done a couple of road bikes as well, haven't they, I think? Cheers, oh, left by the way, for the ride on. Ralph needs a drink. Save a beer for me, from Mr. Visser. Why has Darren joined again? Is it just so I mention his name again? Ah, Paul Trilk. He's on a computer at work. I think you've earned yourself a rest. The miles you've been putting in recent months. Don't worry too much about it. Put the beer in the bead on and get that real ride feel. You'll have noticed I'm not doing a wine of the week this week. I've actually cut right back in preparation for the NC500. I've had the odd beer, the odd small glass of wine, but I'm trying to shed a little bit of this timber before we go. I've only got a few months, it's coming up quick. Martin Overweg's worried about someone. I don't know who that is. I think that's probably the idea of putting beer in a bead on that he's worried about. Oh, that's fine. Will I be riding with the new helmet? I would feel safer if I had it on. But no, not today. Oh, I'm on the new and improved broadband. Is it working better? I mean, I'm getting lag just on my screen, if I'm honest. So I think this is my Mac that's causing the lag now. Hey, Mr. Bailey. Your name's in my show notes, my friend. I will talk about you in a moment. I say show notes. Just makes it feel more professional. Scribbles in my pad, as you all know. Stupid idea coming out of rig. I'm assuming then, I don't know where he is, but I'm assuming he's struggling on that mountain bike already. Evening all from Mr. Torana Martinesen. Oh, Joe Walker's on the mountain bike as well. Good man. Nadia Menz, John by the way. Neil Clamp. Great to see you. Darren Hunter was going to watch Doctor Who. I feel so privileged. I've interrupted regular scheduling. And he's just jumped over. What can I tell you? This is what happens when you get 1,100 YouTube subscribers. No one wants to miss out on the fun. Jodie Whittaker would be better to watch. Jane Coates is here. Great to see you, Jane. Oh, and she gives me a ride on just as I spell her name. Darren Hunter is Mrs. No. I'm already 1 kilometre behind the lead. Yeah, but I'm not worried about that at this stage. This is all about the climb today. Don't care about any of this sticky, dirty, muddy stuff. It's just going to sap my legs before I get to it. I'm getting hot though, because I've got this hat on. But, you know, when I've got this hat on, it usually means competition time. And our incredible Jason Masterman, the wonderful knitting god, there you go, WKG. Our wonderful knitting god, Jason Masterman, has a stock of these where he's been beavering away. I will give 2 away tonight, but one of them was already decided and true to form, I just completely forgot about it. But it was for Torana Martinesen, who was the one that most accurately guessed my finishing time in whichever race it was way back when. Can't even remember. And to be honest, I can't really be bothered to go and look and find out for sure. So that's the name I had in mind. Still a bit of a guess, but I'm sticking with it. So 1 hat goes to Torana Martinesen. So the second hat I'm giving away tonight is to the first person that can tell me 2 differences they can see in my setup tonight. There's 2 very slight changes. First person to correctly identify both of them wins the hat. Go. I can't give that to you, Ring, because you commented in the wrong place. You got to comment on this video. Ring Bliss is saying the difference is I'm smiling before the Alp. I won't be smiling when I'm on the Alp. Darren Hunter, a new kicker and a climb? Afraid not. While I'm thinking of Brian Roden, this is his 250th climb up Alpe du Brian. That's just crazy. I'm going to come on to some other crazy things that have been going on in a moment. It's been a mad week or so for team members doing just mental things on Zwift. Hey, Mr. Gregory, good to see you, man. No pants and no socks from Martin Oberoi. No pants, but I'm wearing bib shorts, and I assure you I have socks on. So, nope. My head would go off the screen, yeah, what with a kicker climb. I was thinking about that the other day because I was looking at the kicker bike again. And that would be quite interesting on the videos if I just suddenly kept disappearing like that. I've got to take the hat off though. I'm burning up. Oh, and it wasn't this. It wasn't that I wasn't wearing a sweatband. That's just because I had the hat on. Right, I'm on the Alp. Cheers, Blair, for the ride on. Am I on an e-bike? I wish. I'd be going a lot faster than this if I was on an e-bike. No squeak. Not yet, but that's not it. Off-screen glitter ball to go with the funky 70s music. No. Don't know what I'm going to do if no one guesses it. Or them. There are two things, remember. Mr. Dirk Gatsby. Cheers, buddy, for the ride on. Hey, Mr. Gordon Sloan. Cheers, my man. Chat window updating properly. That was actually an accidental change. So, not one of them, I'm afraid. But I'm happy it's working. Cheers, Mr. Torana Martinison. Paul Trilk, what's he saying? Push and get to the first bonus line for a power up. And I'll nail the Alp record. It's normally when I'm pushing for the first bonus that destroys me for the rest of the ride. Have you dressed to the left rather than the right? Well spotted. But again, that was an accidental upgrade. It's so funny, I thought one of these would be got before I even announced it as a competition. Hey, Mr. Wilson. Good to see you, Peter. Team WKG headband? No, not yet. Yeah, Peter, you're always late. I understand. Simon Gregory, no idea what we're guessing. Alright. There are two changes to my setup in here. Oh, hang on, let me just change this camera. From previous live streams. If you can guess both of those, you win one of the never available in the shops apparently, Jason Masterman WKG bobble hats. Peter, come on man. We all know that's true, but there's no need to go on about it. He's saying he could start now and still catch me. Heart rate monitor on. My arm, no, that's been there for a while. Thank you Jay Hansen for the ride on. This heart rate monitor, actually, I must mention it. I don't know if I have before. I think it is about the most reliable bit of kit I've ever bought because it just works. That's probably why I haven't mentioned it before. It's just doing its thing. It always pairs, very rarely drops out, or if ever. I don't have to think about it. New router, no. Although yes, again, with the last engineer that came, that's not it. Jane has a good guess, but we already have one of the bobble and one beanie. New curtains and rug, no. Hey, sure no. What are you doing watching this? You have much better things to be doing, my friend. Good to see you. Hey, Maya. Thanks for the ride on. New glasses? Nope. Oh, two for new glasses. Nope. I'm only past Ben 21. I don't want to have to start giving you clues already. I mean, I know I'm only past Ben 21 because I'm going slow, but shouldn't be my problem. Ralph Allez saying it's nice just to watch the out. Yours is a name on my pad to talk about regarding this Mr. Daniel T, or Dan Lell, as I still prefer to call him. Great to see you. I've cleaned my glasses. No, they're filthy. New teeth. No, not yet. I've still got 2 or 3 left. I'll wait until those ones are gone. Sure no. I'm showing Betsy, the legend, who is Mr. Marcus Neal. Dude, that's the biggest note on my pad. I'll show you it in a minute to prove it. Big note just says, Sean's baby daughter. And I'm glad you said Betsy because I couldn't remember her name. I wasn't sure if it was Betsy or Bessie. But man, congratulations. You and Sarah, mainly you because I know how hard it is putting up with pregnant women. There you go, I probably just lost about 500 subscribers. No, great news. Very early, but she looks beautiful. Simon Gregory finally caught the mouse. I'm not sure we ever did, it died and decomposed somewhere. Have you had a back sack and crack? Yes, but that's nothing to do with this video. That's from Darren Hunter. Shave legs? No. I shave everywhere other than my face and my legs. Everywhere else I'm like like Sean's new baby. Oh, sorry Sean, that's horrible, I shouldn't have said that. John David Perry, thanks for the ride on and welcome to the stream, dude. Right, let's try and talk about a couple of things I wanted to talk about while you're still trying to spot the difference. As I mentioned, this week has been mad. Not only did Paul Mersk do another V Everesting, this time using the Epic Com, but his next one is going to be in real life. Apparently, not sure when that is, but I tell you what, that's some Palmares. Absolutely awesome stuff. Doing it once, I would think, job done, don't need to do anything else. But I don't know how many times you've done it now, 3 recently. Absolutely incredible. On top of that, we've had Paul Elliott Kowalczyk and Ralph Aliash doing this climb sub 1 hour. Now, as proud as I am of you guys for doing that, I meant what I said. Please everyone else stop. It's something I've always had on my to-do list. And I'm getting further away from it. And it's just getting more and more depressing. I'm glad, kind of, that you did it. But you know. No, seriously guys, unreal. Martin Prop got a PB in the last race up here. Did you crack the hour? I can't remember if you did. Either way, it was a stunning effort. And the guy you were riding with, Paul Bailey, I'm pretty sure he's going for it tonight with the sub hour. So good luck, man. I'll come and try and have a look at you in a minute. I'm clearly not going to get anywhere near it. Hey, Dave Standing's here. Good to see you, man. No, Jermaine, is it the kit? No. I'd have been far too excited to keep that secret if that had arrived. No, this is my Enduro one still. Good guess, though. Baby is a WK thing now. Wifey pregnant. Is that real, Tor? I never know with you whether you're joking about something or not. If that's true, wow. Congratulations. If it's not, thanks for making me look like a knob. Hey, Mr. Eric Mean, our Lord and Saviour. Eric Mean, great to see you. Thanks for the ride on. Jean-David Parry, now seems a good time to attack. Oh, shit. Chains come off the back. Oh. I'm still here. It's back on. How many times have I said I hate the way my rear mech gets pulled in when I tighten this trainer up properly? That's why I've had loose trainers in the past. I'm trying to tighten it, find a sweet spot where it holds the bike on, but it doesn't pull the rear mech in towards the beyond the biggest cog on the cassette. No amount of indexing seems to be able to resolve that. I just have to loosen off the quick release. Anyway, back up and running. Now I'm going to have to stay in the second biggest gear now. Right, what else what have I missed? Dave Standing, evening all late again. Peter Robinson congratulating Tor, but I think I've just seen that it wasn't him. I've just started something, sorry Tor. Oh no, not sorry, you started it. Simon Gregory, graphics look better and the stream isn't freezing while I'm watching. Have you put 50p in the meter? I do seem to be holding much better frame rate, which is nice. But no. Yeah, Tor just confirming. No, it's not him. Darren's suggesting it's me that's pregnant. That might explain my tummy troubles. Ring Vista saying I almost caught him. I know, I could see you. You still on the mountain bike? I'll have a look in a bit. That's the punishment I get. Not a new chain then, no. Not a new chain. Tor has the same thing with his rear neck and the trainer. We're bending it in. I figured I couldn't be the only one. Hey, Martin Meadows. Great to see you, man. Thanks for the ride on. Well, Falio's saying I've had a rest. Getting off the bike. That constitutes a rest, is it? I'll be interested to see if my heart rate actually went up when I get off the bike. John David, you jinxed the poor man. I think I'll be talking to one of us about the possibility of having another baby. Never happening for me. I'm well past that. I've been having babies since 1996. Old school. I can see Rink again. That must be horrible. He's putting out the same sort of power as me. Just going slow. Actually, he's not even on a mountain bike. Oh, balls then. I'm just going to attack you when I can. Oh man, I think I'm going to have to go give clues, aren't I? Otherwise no one's going to ever get these. Five more minutes and I'll start giving out a clue. I've knocked my trainer difficulty back a little bit for tonight as well, because I didn't have time to re-grease my Drivo, and doing it live with that squeak that I get anything over about 80% realism, this wouldn't be fun for you or me. I think I'm at about 65%. I know I'm having that soup. New KATT graphics? No, they've been there a while. Oh, Rink is on a mountain bike. Okay, sometimes it does that, doesn't it? You can't see what everyone else sees. But if you're on a mountain bike on your screen, you're on a mountain bike, that explains it. Hey, Mr. Somerville. Thank you, Jay, for the ride on. Okay, I'm up on Rink's wheel again, just about. Hey, Davey Joseph. Thank you, my man. Great to see you. Alright, Rink should be creating some draft on that mountain bike. Let's just sit in behind him. Even if I can't see the mountain bike on my screen, surely I should get the draft of it. I'm further back into the room, but Christ knows why. I'm actually not. But one of the things might be making it seem that way. Yellow shoes, no. No, it's nothing on Zwift, I'll tell you that. It's in my physical surroundings. Not a new webcam. New camera, no. I'm liking that though, that suggests that this image quality is better. New PC? Nope. Okay, you moved the wardrobe. No, but you're getting warmer for one of them. I'm enjoying this more than the ride. Waiting for you lot to guess. New curtains, no. Different room. Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it? If I just exactly the same setup in a different room. No. Afraid not. New desk stand, no. They're things that will be visible to you. Although something's just occurred to me. One answer could actually be correct, but it's not what you think it is. So you've said new such and such, but what you've called that thing is not actually what it is. If that makes sense. I've had a waterbed installed. No, lamp behind me is missing. It's not, but maybe the camera's slightly different, so it's not showing it. You've now lost a stone in weight. Well, since the start of this ride, maybe. Lost weight? No. Look, no amount of compliments is going to get you the prize. You're going to have to actually get the answer right. You've been replaced by an exact replica of yourself. Yes. One with exactly the same physiology, so that I'm not all of a sudden any better on the bike than I was. I've knitted my hair into a headband. If no one gets it, I think I'm just going to give it to the best answer of the day. Do you know what, Darren? I missed a trick there. That would have been better. If I just made this up, that would have been better than doing an actual competition. New light? No. Dyed hair? You're a bastard. No. Alright, what else was on my list? Oh yeah, well, it was going to be kind of preview of the final stage of the league and also look at some of the possible permutations based on current league standings. I kind of touched on that at the beginning of the last video, and I'm not buggering things up by trying to open another window and bring the league table up. So, oh, Darren's got one! Or has he? Right. He hasn't actually, he's asked a question, he hasn't actually given an answer, so there's time. Anyone want to jump in before Darren? New pelmet thing above the curtains? Is it called a pelmet? No. But I know what you're thinking. Painted walls grey and wardrobe white. No, it's always been that way. Come on, Darren. You gotta get in there, man. I've forgotten what I was saying now. Well, I think I pretty much finished what I was saying. And that was basically that I'm not going to talk about the league. No headphone hung on the wardrobe and removed picture from the wardrobe. Paul gets one. The Pookie picture is no longer on the wardrobe. That's one of them. I shouldn't have said it, should I? I just thought, because theoretically you're supposed to get them both. It's who gets them both that wins. Paul's just giving away one. I should have said you've got 1 out of 2. Once again, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so stage 20 is the lava laps again that we've done, I'm pretty sure, on every final stage of every league so far. And it's a brilliant race. 50 laps, no, 50k of 11 laps around the volcano counterclockwise route. Now, Jade, you killed Pookie. No, I've just laid him down for a moment. Still hear that. Pookie! Hey, Mr. Grasso. Paul Trill, new headboard. No. But again, I've got a feeling some people are looking in the right place, but it's not the item you're thinking it is. Darren Hunt already has a hat. Okay. Fair dues, good man. Well spotted. You technically were the first to notice Pookie was missing from the wardrobe. Did I say hello to John Grasso? I think I did. If I didn't, hi John. Hi Ardith, if you're there. Oh, it's Jane that said I've killed Pookie. He's doing alright. Duvet cover? No. Yes, you did imply it, Darren. Well done. Alright, I'm giving it to Paul. He's got it. That's actually a painting on a canvas behind me, the pink and black, and it's upside down. Mr. Trilk, he's got it. Well done, buddy. Right, Jason, if you're watching, 2 hats to go out. One to Torana Martinison and one to Mr. Paul Trilk. Paul, I expect you to bring it to the New Forest meetup. Have I replaced Mrs. Emin? I'm not talking about that. That's a whole other video. Torsan, I've got lots of tips of what to upgrade now. Yeah, very good point. Apparently I need a new camera, new PC, dye my hair, change the wife, repaint the walls, put Pookie back. In fact, I will put Pookie back. Tor asking why does he get a hat? I'm sure I mentioned it to you before. You got the closest guess weeks ago to my finishing time in the Critty Bang, I think it was. Thank you, Caroline, for the ride on. I just kept forgetting to confirm it and send your details to Jason, but I'll confirm it now. Is that Mr. Newton I can see just a few feet ahead of me? Not directly, that's Mr. Visser, still on his drop bar mountain bike. Oh, it was Maria's eyes that spotted it. Okay, Jason, when you send the hat out, very specifically mark it private and confidential to Maria Trilk. Nothing to do with Paul. Although I do appreciate your honesty. He's saying Maria doesn't miss a trick, which is why never able to hide a new bike. I've not been able to either. When I think she'd have no idea what I do and don't already own, I'm very misleaded. She's paying a lot more attention than I usually give her credit for. Okay, next topic. I kind of very ingeniously touched on it just then. And it's our, in real life, New Forest meetup. I've got the names of the people that have said they're definitely up for it. There's about 11 or 12 of us, which is just fantastic. Obviously, the more the merrier, you're all welcome. Well, most of you. But Mr. Lyndon Thompson very kindly created some routes and sent them to me, and what we'll do is, because we're never going to please everybody, so everyone will have a different idea of what kind of ride they want to do, whether it incorporates gravel and other bits and pieces. So I will basically put the routes up as options and we can discuss it amongst us, and we'll just go with majority. We'll determine a suitable start and finishing point that's fair to everybody. Obviously work out the distance and the elevation based on what everybody's fancying. Maybe, as they had with the GCN or the Dan Lloyd ride, the reason I mentioned it in my previous post was that there was a gravel section, but that could actually be bypassed. Just with a pretty basic diversion, and it may be that that's not a bad idea, so that anyone that wants to have a crack on the gravel can, and then just meet up with the other guys on the other side. But I'm not trying to force my opinion. Genuinely, I would go with what the majority want to do. But anyway, it's locked in now for Sunday 20 whatever of March. 28th, 29th was it? I know it's the day after the Wiggle New Forest ride anyway. Again, once we know the starting point, the meeting point, we'll set up a time and iron out all the details. But I am super excited. We'll all have our new kits by then, and as I mentioned again in the post, if any of them look touch and go in terms of delivery before that day, I'm more than happy to bring a load with me for those that had ordered them, and you can get changed in Dobby or just put it in your pockets or whatever. Paul just said Maria has said she will kindly lend it to Paul for the New Forest meetup. Excellent. Gordon Sloan saying gravel. I hope you do come, Gordon. Now it looks like we got another vote for throwing in a bit of gravel nonsense. I'm a bit partial to that at the moment, as you know. Ah, Tor, how nice is that? Saying he'd donate his hat to Paul so that Mr. and Mrs. Trilk have one. It's very nice of you. And Paul very graciously refusing the offer. Obi somehow managed to trap himself in this room. He's trying to get out. I can't get off the bike. Right, excuse my shouting for a minute. I'm going to have to call one of the kids to let Obi out. Millie? Millie? Can you let Obi out? Ralph Aliash, when do we get the new kits? Darren Hunter, new kits, when? Mid-March was always my suggestion, and I think Primal, from reports I've heard, are pretty bloody reliable with that, so it should be they all arrive and are shipped before the New Forest towards the end of the month. We were originally going to do New Forest in the middle of the month, but I figured it was safer to push it back a week or so for just to make sure we had got it. I'd love it if everyone was in a kit when we're there. Ralph Aliash, need a fresh one. Do you know what? I really do. I've only got this one at the moment, and I've washed this jersey every day. Let me just turn this down a bit, it's annoying me. Yeah, I wash this jersey every day because I only had two anyway, and I sent one off to Primal so they could colour match. I've not had it back yet. There's only so much sweat that could be washed out of these if they're used on a daily basis. So yeah, I'm desperate for a fresh one. Tell you what have arrived, stickers, and they look sweet, or in the words of my more youthful teammates, sick. I need to take some photos of them, pop them in the shop, but they are there, they're really, really nice, if I do say so myself. What's Simon Gregory saying? I have to ring my kids as my trainer's in the conservatory. They're sadly used to a sad old man deep breathing down the phone by now. I don't want to even think about that anymore. Let me just quickly see if I can see Paul Bailey. Thank you, Mr. Hartley, for the ride on, just as I try and fumble around on my screen. Hey, well, it was Steve Newton I could see just ahead. You hear my squeaky trainer now? Even at 60% realism, this gradient, after a while, I think it's as it heats up, starts squeaking. I don't need to be ignoring everyone. There is Mr. Bailey, right. How's he going? He's past turn 6. I can't see his time for the climb. So I'm assuming that 47 is the elapsed time for the whole ride. He's got Paul Nichols right with him. In fact, Paul, were you going for it as well tonight, or have you already done it? I can't work. I was just trying to work out roughly. He's 47 minutes into the ride at turn 5. I think he's in good speed to do the sub-hour, which is just amazing. There's Mr. Alp, Brian Roden. There's Johan Anderson. Good to see you, man. Again, apologies, I'm missing people out. Just there are certain names that just jump out to me. So the first 12 are finished. So you're watching M. Gosling coming up to the line. Oh, felt like my chain was going to go again. Then I accidentally put it in the granny ring again. Mr. Scott David Money, have a good one all. Great to see you, David. I keep calling you David. Obviously it is Scott. I think I always knew you as David Money. And I'm sticking with it. Mr. Moon, is there anyone that does turbo maintenance or calibration but not send back from the manufacturer? Yeah, send it here. I'll have a fiddle around with it. be like new by the time you get it back. Or you might get an Elite Drivo back, depending on what you've sent me. Ralph Aliash, good we have kids. Last time I asked for a refill of water, I got the bead on back. And my 6-year-old didn't put the cap on. The rest you can guess. I actually had the opposite with my daughter. She's done it for me a few times. And without even being asked, she's put ice cubes and things in it for me. So it comes back as a even more pleasant surprise. Darren Hunter, excuse me if I play some Rocket League while this goes on. I wasn't expecting it to take this long. You're such an arse. I think my son plays that Rocket League, my Lucas, my middle child. So I'll give him your name. I've never played it myself. Is that the sort of football with cars? Alright, well done, Mr. Gosling. Coming up over the top. You know, I can't watch everyone. I need to see where I am. Yeah, that's what I wanted to check. I was still with Rink. I mean, he is very much handicapped by his bike choice, but I still don't want him beating me. Well, I definitely don't want him beating me on a mountain bike. Oh, is my stream just frozen? Everything seems to have gone a bit ugly on screen. I think that's because Darren's playing Rocket League. He screwed up the bandwidth for everyone. Are you playing online with my son? And that's what screwed up my bandwidth. Ah! I don't know if any of you guys are hearing this or seeing anything. I'm pretty sure I'm losing the stream here. I'm going to have to try restart it. Okay, the recording's still going. But I've stopped the stream. I'm going to try again. Hey, I'm back. Just about. Hey, Joel's here. Let's start again. Mr. Sean Lowe's here. Kev's back. I've hardly mentioned Kev This must be a first in one of our videos. Hey, Hans is here. Good to see you, man. Rink used that opportunity to stretch away from me. It's disgusting. I did have one other thing on my pad that I wanted to talk about, which I'll do now in case the stream goes again. What was it? Oh, what do we do after the league finishes? It's difficult to set up another league, and the reason we ended up doing just one over the winter and not doing it through the summer, because everybody does outdoor rides, myself included. If the weather's half decent, I'll be riding outside. On top of that, it's getting increasingly difficult to schedule new events within Zwift. It's so overpopulated. So with that in mind, there's a couple of ideas. First one being, we set up a short league period using the Critty Critty Bang Bang or the mini crit race. We'll devise some kind of point structure for that. Because obviously no additional work needed with Zwift, it's set up, the races are there. There was another suggestion, and I can't remember who it was. I'm really sorry, I think it might have been Martin Prop, but apologies if I'm wrong. Was to set up another league, maybe based on teams. And that's a really nice idea. But once again, what I would suggest, if we do that, why not use existing events? We're in a lucky position in that we have this race, which is a climbers race, Critty Bang Bang, which is a strongman. Well, it suits quite a lot of people actually. I'm more suited to it than I ever thought I would be. And we have the mini crit, which is very much for the strong blast from the gate kind of racers. So we could look to use a combination of those events where you have to do a certain number of KATT races, certain number of mini crits, certain number of Critty Critty Bang Bangs. And it's a combination of those points. Bloody stream's gone again. Alright, I'm giving up on the stream, anyone that can hear me. I'll discuss this in greater depth another time. In fact, I can carry the conversation on here, can't I? On the video, the recording. Let's close this chat window now. There we go. And then there's yet another option, which I've not read the whole thing yet, but I got a message yesterday from Mr. James Bailey, the legend of the herd, regarding the league that they're setting up for the summer and how we can incorporate ourselves into that. Again, I think the idea was as a team. I do like the idea of that, definitely. The reason I might sound a little bit non-committal, and it's very selfish, but obviously my focus between now or the end of the league and June the 20th is getting myself ready for long distance, long days in the saddle of the NC 500. And taking part in some races isn't a bad thing, but I think I'm going to have to be a little bit more disciplined and structured in my training in those months. But I'm happy to get on board and help out, trying to set everything up with James, if need be, or our own one, depending on which route we decide to take. I just might not be able to participate as regularly as I'd normally like. I'm going to jump forward again, try and find Paul Bailey. because I'm on the hour mark for the ride. So if he's anywhere near the top, I'd say that's looking good. Here we go. Here we go. My man. Oh, Rink's getting cramp on the mountain bike. It was never in any doubt. And it looks like Paul Nicholls has done it just ahead of him as well. Oh, will get back to me before I get dumped out of the... Guys, unless I've read that completely wrong, looks like both of you just destroyed the hour mark. And I'm still at turn 6. Well, I suppose now my new focus should be on attacking Steve Newton if I get a chance. Oh, and Rink's back. Oh, for God's sake. I thought you'd gone away, Mr. Visser, with cramp. What is it with the Vissers and making me work a lot harder than I ever plan on working? Hey, Mr. Leckies. Good to see you, man. Much more pleasurable to see you tonight with a ride on than it was to see you charging me down in the league race last week. That was not pleasurable in the slightest. Poor old Ring, he's having to pay out like 3 watts per kilogram just to stay in my wheel. Hey Jason, good to see you, man. That's really bizarre. You popped up there just as I was reading your name on my list of New Forest riders in front of me. That list so far, by the way, if I can see the whole thing, yeah. It's myself, Sean Woody Lowe, Paul Nicholls, Jason Arblaster, Peter Robinson, Damon Bates, John By the Way, Andrew Lawrence, Darren Rayfield, Paul Elliott Kowalczyk, Lyndon Thompson, Paul Trilk, and although he's not committed, we'll drag him along, Mr. Gordon Sloan. That's a brilliant bunch. Cannot wait. That squeak's driving me freaking mental now. While I remember, somebody that might have signed on to Quitty Quitty Bang Bang tomorrow, it's still showing as, or it was still showing as 3 laps of Richmond fan flaps. Zwift have now corrected that. Hopefully, by the time you watch this, it have already been updated in the companion app to 14 laps or whatever it was of the Downtown Dolphin, our regular Quitty Bang route. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to make it. I have another parents' evening to go to. I'm quite excited about this one though. It's Lucas's at college, and it usually just turns into like a mini concert. So obviously it's a music production, and there's some really good bands there. It's always a pleasure going there and listening to them all. Obviously I have my favourite. I won't tell Lucas that. Hey, Mr. DeGas. Right, if I don't remember, I think I will. It's Padron's birthday tomorrow. He's 22 again. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Mr. DeGas. And happy birthday, Mrs. DeGas, from the other day. She was 19. I'm definitely going slower than the last time I rode up here. So I just remembered I had an 8 PM cut-off point, which is in 6 minutes time. And I just got to turn 2 by 8 PM. I'm quite a way off that this time, I'm afraid. I caught up with Tin Man. Almost exactly the same. There we go. 8 o'clock. I'm probably about 50 feet behind where I was last time. Hey, Mr. Medeiros. Thank you, buddy. Just trying to keep an eye on ring vista. I don't want to exert myself because this last stretch drags on. I'm just trying to bide my time. I'll keep an eye on Steve Newton behind me as well. Thank you, P. Shipley, for the ride on. Cheeky little wave from Rink. Okay, let's go. Change gear! Change gear! Change gear! Ah! Won't change gear! Ah! Well done, Rick. You deserve that anyway, man. On a bloody mountain bike. Now it's change gear. I despair. Combination of eTap and doing up the Drivo. Skewer's too tight. That was crap. Ah, well done anyway, Rick. That was wicked. Oh, I'll shut this music up. Oh, guys, right, who did win anyway in the end? Hey, Galafive. 5.3 watts per kilogram. And then a B cat of 5.2. Okay. Well, top 10. Galafive, Neugebauer, Dijega, Cobham, Gosling, Stahl, Moller, Augustins, Mio, and our very own Jorn Anderson. Great stuff, guys. Right, I'm going to get my 3 miles rolling back down the other side of the mountain. Give everyone a ride on. Thanks all for riding. Thank you very much for watching. Anybody that sat through this hour and 24 minutes, whatever it was. I can see Rick said awesome ride, he almost died. Mate, if my ride was good, yours was epic. Doing that on a mountain bike, absolutely brilliant. Right, I'm signing off. Ciao everybody.